Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. And today is the return. I almost said the debut, but this is the return of The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. I haven't heard this game since the first week I started doing video game reactions. It was in the first week. Wow. We have two songs. I think one of them might be a spoiler. Spoiler warning, just in case. But let's just say it's called Byrne's theme. And it's all the themes, so it's like a medley. 7 minutes from the channel Blind Nidoran. And then after that we have Fighting Cole and Malladus from the channel Zelda Universe. These are requested by Sharpshooter and Haydenator02. I don't remember what this soundtrack sounds like. This was October 2021 when I heard this the last time. So, oh, that reminds me. Sorry. In the second one, well, we'll talk about it later. Let's start off with Byrne's theme. It's a 7-minute medley. Okay, let's go. Flamenco style chords. Oh, castanets. Yeah, it's definitely meant to sound like flamenco right now. This sounds old. It sounds like a really old recording. It's like a flute and a nylon guitar at the same time. It reminds me of like a Gerudo Valley Jr. type of thing. It even has the same, like, harmonies. So clearly there's a whole, like, train aesthetic here. Spirit tracks. Oh, that's sick. What the heck? Is this Koji Kondo? Does it say? Composed by Koji Kondo, Tora Minagishi, Asuka Oda, and Manaka Tominaga. So it's a collaborative effort. This sounds like Koji Kondo to me. So it's multiple themes. Right now we're in one of the themes. There's going to be 4 themes in this video, in these 7 minutes. And we're almost at the next theme. I'm so curious as to where this song is going to go. Because right now it just sounds like a restaurant at a cruise ship. Who is Byrne and why do they have a soundtrack like, or why do they have a theme like this? This would sound really easy to cover on the guitar. Okay, here we go. Battle theme. I know this sounds kind of weird, but I love how limited it sounds. You know, funny enough, it actually sounds more French now than Spanish with the accordions. Yeah, it's straight up flamenco chords though. Woo! Doesn't make you want to pull out my nylon string. This part right here sounds like a traditional flamenco technique where the guitarist is doing like independent bass with their thumb. Boom, ba boom, ba boom, boom, boom. And the bottom fingers are doing the da 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 da. So it sounds like two instruments at once. Getting ready for the next theme coming up. Right here, like this. Boom, boom, boom. Da, 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 da. It's, and this song is two instruments, but flamenco players do that. I wonder if I can still do it. I can do it, but it's been a while. I might have to practice a bit before I try it. Super flamenco inspired. Chiptune flamenco. We got flutes now. Just as a warning, the next song I think is a spoiler, and it might show up on screen too, so. There's been castanets the whole time in this song. It's awesome. This time it's just strumming. Oh, last song. I'm gonna guess these 4 songs do not play one after another. These are probably throughout the entire game. Sorry, I wasn't expecting it to go quiet there. I would have to guess this is like the whole game, just clumped together. Oh, that was it. Oh, okay. Alright, well that was Byrne's theme, or themes, I should say. Huh, okay. Well, you know, in this case, I have some relatability to it. For those that don't know, I played flamenco for a while. The first 10 years or so of me playing guitar, yeah, it's been like 20-something years, 21 years? Ugh. The first 10 were mostly electric, metal, bluesy, jazzy stuff. Around the first decade, I started to get into like fingerstyle, nylon, and stuff like this, which is funny because a lot of the techniques that I know and use were in these songs. So we have like rasgueados, which is the dun 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 dun. Everything is done with your fingers and your hands. Obviously, these are, you know, MIDI, so it's like it's cool because it's like its own challenge. You have to emulate the human hand. The human hand, and the whole reason flamenco is the way it sounds is because of like human error. There's missed notes there, you know what I mean? It's like it's really raw and live. it's a very technically demanding genre too. Like flamenco is super hard. You have nothing to hide behind, right? The cool thing about an electric guitar, you plug it into an amp or interface, you can hide behind delay effects, distortion, reverb, whatever. When you have like the flamenco guitar, the nylon guitar, you just have a piece of wood, nylon, and your nails. That's it. So it demands almost perfection, and and on top of that, you have to have the rhythm for a dancer. So, anyways, I only learned it just to like kind of challenge myself because I just wanted to, even though it's the same instrument I'm playing in theory on paper, it's a completely different instrument than what I'm used to. And on one, it's like, well, I mean, they both use the hands, but like one, you're holding a pick and you're using techniques like that with your wrists and all that. The other one is using independent, digits and thinking differently. You're thinking acoustically and all that. So it's actually really impressive to me how like this kind of chiptune fashion can get that sound right. I don't want to get my guitars, to be honest. I just moved. Everything's in boxes right now. But basically, like, for example, one of the techniques, and I think it was the second song, I don't even know what it's called. It's probably a name for it. But there's like that independent bass and treble thing going on. And you know what? Maybe I'll bring out something in a second. Because I've made stuff like that too. But basically, one of the most famous instances in like rock and roll that ever uses something like that is not flamenco, but it's got the same idea. It's a Billy Idol song called Rebel Yell. You probably heard it. It's like his second most famous song besides White Wedding. The intro to that song, dun 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 dun, and while the other guitar is going dun dun dun, it's just one guitar. It's Mr. Steve Stevens doing that. And there's like videos of him explaining how he came up with that too. But flamenco does that as well. Like it's just this kind of really cool. It just makes it sound like two guitars are playing. I've done something very similar. I guess I'll. Let me just do it now before I forget. I'll show you something I made a while ago, which I wasn't planning to do it, and I'm kind of rusty, so just a warning. But I'll show you like kind of. I also took that idea and took it a step further. So hold on one second. All right, really quick before I move on to the next song, this is something I made a long time ago called Path of Kuroi Kitsune, and it's the ending melody, but I take that same idea of like bass and treble, but I also added a third note in there, so it sounds like three instruments. I don't know why. I haven't done this in a very long time, and I'm not really like sitting properly, but it sounds like this. I don't know if the camera like caught that, but basically like everything is moving, and that was really cool to hear. That was really cool to hear. I wasn't expecting a Zelda song, but now that I think about it, maybe Koji Kondo was just a fan of like Spanish rhythms and stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna put this away and I'm gonna hear the second song. So yeah. All right, and before I move on to the next song, just a last thing about this. I'm not sure who Byrne is, and I'm really curious as to what their character is about, but I'm very curious because I think up until right now, maybe that was the only other time I've heard of this genre from this game besides Gerudo Valley, I think. So let me know if there's any other song like that. But yeah, that is Byrne. Next song. This is Fighting Cole and Malladus. This one's a lot shorter. So duo fight, I guess. Let's get into it. Cool soundtrack. Let's go. What a vibe change. Oh gosh. Sounds like I'm fighting a ghost. Sounds like I'm in a laboratory or some kind of like... somewhere with a lot of like buttons. A facility or some kind of... It's like glitchy and scary. Ooh. Oh. It's almost like prog rock without the guitars. Are we in the future? Something's falling apart or something. What a change from the last one. Why do I have a feeling that this soundtrack is a cult classic? Is it a cult classic? I don't have that many requests for it. I think this is the last one, actually. I think this is it. It is. Oh, you guys want to see something? Look, there's 999 likes on it. See it? That's what I'm gonna do. 1,000th like. What an honor. Is this the final boss? I feel like the sound is so jarring that it has to be like the finale. So, when this was sent to me, the requester left a note. It says right here. Phase 3 song incorporates many themes from the rest of the game, mainly the theme of the title screen and Realm Overworld, which you previously reacted to. So that one song that I heard 3 years ago apparently is in this one. I'm gonna have to rewatch that video. Oh god. Those were the days. Dude, that was a week after I started. That was like when I was still taking requests from not even comments at that point. I was just like, I made a post. This whole inception of this channel or this series was just a Twitter post back before it was X. I was just like, hey, you know, I'm thinking of just hearing video game music I haven't heard. Let's, you know, send me stuff out there. And a few people replied, and this was one of them. And here we are, you know, 3 years later with no other requests for it besides these two. And apparently that one I heard was Realm Overworld. I don't know what that sounds like. But that's really trippy because I could swear that I don't remember it sounding it like this whatsoever. I'm guessing this took what I heard and just warped it to hell. I'm gonna have to rewatch that video. But yeah, that was a different time. You know, I had the camera over here, different mic, different place. Still had a job, which is funny because now I work harder than ever and I'm my own boss now. Yeah, it's actually kind of surreal thinking about it like that. The last time I heard this game, life was so different. Damn. This video just got real. I will ask this though, as someone who's never played any Zelda, I'm kind of confused as to how many links are there. Is that a spoiler to ask? Like, are there? Because I've seen in Smash there's like a teen Link, or is it Toon Link? It's one of those. And then there's like the regular Link who looks kind of like a, I don't know, like younger 20s. Like this one, for example. I'm pretty sure it's the same Link that I've seen in like Wind Waker and other games like that. Okay, here's my question, if it's not too convoluted. Is it all canon, or are they just like the umbrella of Legend of Zelda and they just have their own spin-off games? Or like they're canon to each other, parallel to each other, you know what I mean? Or is it just simply a different art style, and or it's a different timeline and he's young and they're just younger? I don't know, you know what I mean? But seeing Zelda growing up, I've always was wondering that, and I never asked until now. So, okay, well, that was a concerning song. That was way different in feel. That sounded very death to me, but also very like technical, technological. I should say. It sounded like an evil laboratory, or like a, think of Black Omen from Chrono Trigger, like that setting, that kind of like robotic kind of weird place. I don't know how to explain it, but it's called Fighting Cole Malladus, so I'm gonna have to assume it's a double boss fight. Actually, one more thing. This song we just heard was 3 phases, which didn't sound like it to me. It sounded like they were just seamlessly put together. So I don't know if it plays like that in game, but I'm guessing with that knowledge, actually, it's probably you fight 1, phase 1, second one, phase 2, and then maybe 3 is them together. I don't know. Well, unfortunately, even though it's been 3 years since I've heard Spirit Tracks, there's no more requests for it. So let me know what's up with this game, and did you play it? And it's technically the last time it's going to be here, unless someone starts requesting stuff for it now, but who knows. Let me know what's up with the whole train thing. What's going on there? I'm very curious about this game. I haven't talked about it in 3. That's crazy to me. Honestly, it really is. In that time, I've lived in like 4 different areas. So since the last time I did this video, or I did this game, that was like 3 apartments ago. That's insane. Okay. Cool. Well, that is The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, Fighting Cole, Malladus, and Byrne. Pulled out my guitar. That was fun. So thank you to the requesters, and thank you to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Take it easy.